Hi there. Now let's read lesson 322. I can give up but what was never real. The reason for this is simple. What God created for real, we cannot get rid of. But what we have made up, that we can give up. Paragraph 1. I sacrifice illusions, nothing more. All we get rid of is limitations. All we can get rid of is everything that we have made up that blocks God. Everything that we made up that blocks love, blocks happiness, blocks joy. That's all that we ever can give up, which are the illusions. That's all we can sacrifice, nothing more. Sentence number 2. And as illusions go, I find the gifts illusions try to hide, awaiting me in shining welcome and in readiness to give God's ancient messages to me. So there are some treasures that God has placed inside of us. They hold these ancient messages of love, of God's joy for us to be the bringers of love and light to the planet. And as we remove the layers of the stories that we have made up, the illusions that we have made up, that we're separate, that we're finite, that we're this, we're that, or the other, all of those things that block the truth, as we give those up, we're going to return to receive God's ancient message, which has been the truth of us forever and evermore. His memory abides in every gift that I receive of Him. The more of my truth that I receive, I'm receiving a gift, I'm remembering more of what God is. And every dream serves only to conceal the self, which is God's only Son, the likeness of Himself, the Holy One who still abides in Him forever as He still abides in me. So I am inside of God, God is inside of me. And the more work that we do to uncover these beliefs, these layers of limitation that block us from the awareness of the presence of love that is already inside of us, the sooner we do that, the sooner we get to these ancient gifts that from the beginning, which has existed forever, from the beginning, God created us like itself, bringers of love to the planet, bringers of love to the universe, not just the planet. And all we're doing is returning to that awareness, returning to that truth. Paragraph number 2. This is the prayer. Father, to you all sacrifice remains forever inconceivable. And so I cannot sacrifice except in my dreams. As you created me, I can give up nothing you gave me. What you did not give has no reality. What loss can I anticipate except the loss of fear and the return of love into my mind? What else are we going to give up except for fear? We return to love. We return to the awareness that love is the gift that is inside of us. It's this ancient wisdom, it's this ancient knowingness that has always been within us. When we begin to give up fears and judgments and those things that are of the ego, all that we're doing is giving up nothing because it has no power once we don't believe in it. So what we are doing is we're waking up to that we've always been created as the presence of love. And the more that we begin to love ourselves enough to let go of being afraid, to let go of being judgmental and let go of jealousy, let go of anger and lack and fear, as we let go of those things, what loss can I anticipate except for fear? That's the only thing that we're going to lose. That's going to go away. Why? Because the return of love into our mind will begin to happen. Thanks a bunch, and I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson.